Sloth. I'm super excited to get this video started because The Witcher is so close now, and today I'm going to be kind of analysing or reviewing the trailer that was just released of The Witcher Season 2. And as you can tell, I'm a huge fan of The Witcher. I have the book right here, well, one of the books right here, and the post behind me, I also have a post on that wall as well. So I am a huge fan of The Witcher, so I'm so excited to see the two to come out. But we must wait. So basically what I'm going to do with The Witcher is I'm going to do this video on the trailer review, and then I'm also going to do another video summing up the WitcherCon that was just held, because that's the first ever WitcherCon, and it was, I think it was something like 3 hours long. So what I'm going to do is, for you people who actually have a life and don't have 3 hours to watch the WitcherCon, I will do a review of the WitcherCon with all of the kind of the most important stuff, like when it's coming out, like big reveals, things like that, you know? And hopefully that will be a lot shorter than 3 hours. So yeah, but moving on with today's video, we're going to be looking at the Season 2 trailer of The Witcher, which has just come out, and I'm really excited about it. So anyway, right, calm. Okay, so we get quite a lot of, so this trailer focuses a lot more on Ciri and Geralt rather than Yennefer. And I think that's because this season it might be more focused towards Ciri and Geralt rather than Yennefer. So I'm going to go through Ciri and Geralt's parts of the trailer first, and then Yennefer's second, because Yennefer comes in after Ciri and Geralt, like, mostly. So we know that in Season 2, Ciri and Geralt travel to Kaer Morhen, which I am so excited to see. Like, honestly, I cannot wait to meet other witches, to see where Geralt trained, to meet Vesemir, and also Lambert, which is another witcher. I am so excited right now. So like, oh my god. So yeah. Also, if you can hear barking, that's my dog. I'm sorry about that. He's really excited, and I'm not sure why, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. So I think sorry, I'm just reading my notes. I made notes. I'm so prepared for this video, you know. So what we see in the trailer of Kaer Morhen, which I think is going to be reflected throughout the season, is both the training of Ciri and the development of the father-daughter relationship that Ciri and Geralt are hopefully going to have. Now, I'm going to bring in some stuff from the WitchCon here and say that I don't think it starts out too well. I think it's awkward, and I mean, yeah, obviously it's going to be awkward. She's been a princess for 14 years. Geralt is a witcher. Like, they're not compatible, really. And also, like, it's so awkward. Just like, hi, I'm your long-lost daughter. Hi, I'm the father that abandoned you. It's really awkward. It's going to be awkward. I know it's going to be awkward, but hopefully by the end of the season that will be resolved, and I think it has been hinted at that they will get on. So what we also see, we get some really powerful lines in this teaser trailer. I think it's I don't know. Anyway, we also see how much Ciri is going through by this really powerful line, right? Sometimes I'm so afraid, I feel like I could burn the whole world. Ciri, no! Oh my god, no, child! What? So, okay, that is such a powerful line. First of all, like, complete credit to the writer of that episode, wherever it comes in the series, because that is such an incredible line. But I'm gonna look at two different interpretations of it. The first one I think is more likely, but it could also be the second one. So the first one is that Ciri is so scared and she just wants to run away from all these problems that she's suddenly been put through, and she just wants to get rid of them all and stop it all happening. And that way, it's like she burns the whole world, she'll burn all her problems, she'll get rid of everything, and then everything can go back to how it was, which is obviously not how things work. If she burns the whole world, she will die. But I think we're taking it more metaphorically and saying she just wants to get rid of her problems, she just wants everything to stop, she wants it to go back to how it was before with her princess life, which was, let's be honest, really happy. She had a good life before. You know, in the few scenes we got of her and her grandmother and grandmother's like, I don't know, step granddad, so obviously like Queen and King of Sintra, right? We saw that she had a really good relationship with them, and she had a nice life back then. You know, she was dancing and at a feast, and it was lovely for her. So I can totally get that she's suddenly just been thrust out. Like, you know, she has to do all this stuff, survive by herself. You know, everyone's trying to kill her. But the everyone's trying to kill her thing, I'll come on to later. I'm just gonna have some water. Yeah. So. The second line, the second interpretation is that she is so afraid, because she feels like the power inside her has the power to burn the world, and almost she doesn't know how to control it. And we see some of that in the last couple of episodes of season 1, in particular when she steals the lady's horse and she rides out to the countryside, and then there are people coming to kill her, attack her, and she just kills them all in this explosion of power that she doesn't know where it comes from. And I think that changes her, because she realizes she has this power that she can't control, and it can kill people. I mean, they were utterly destroyed, those people. So I think that she is if I had that, I would be really afraid of it. So I think it's maybe a mixture of both. That she wants to run away from her problems, but also her power is so strong, she's terrified of it. So, yeah. Moving on from that point, we get a scene where Ciri is kind of minding her own business, and then this witcher comes right up to her face and says, "And who the hell are you?" Which definitely hints at some hostility between Ciri and the witches. I'm guessing she's just arrived, and, well, obviously she's just arrived, and the witches are like, "Girl, who is this? You've just brought this girl to our, homestead, big fortress thing. What are you doing?" And I think also they'll probably be quite confused, because at the very beginning of series 1, we literally, episode 1, we got, one of the first lines even was, "Women and girls can't become witches." So they're like, well, surely you can't have brought her here to train, because she can't become a witcher. Girls can't be witches. So, yeah. I mean, I think that will probably quite quickly get resolved, because I think the main thing with Ciri will be her relationship with Geralt. But I think it'd be quite interesting to see the witches' reactions to Geralt just randomly bringing this girl along, because obviously when she first arrived, they won't know who she is. And even when they learn who she is, Geralt, why? Why? Why would you bring her here? What are you doing? So, and then I think they'll get the explanation when they find out that he actually got a child through the law of surprise, and I think by that point they'll just be like, oh my god, why? Why did we ever even trust you to leave here? How do we trust you? How could we trust you to leave your room? Go to your room, Geralt. You have done this wrong. Go to your room. I think it's basically what's gonna happen. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Because I think Ciri's got a little bit tougher, and she's going to be able to fend for herself, and I think there could be some quite humorous interchange, I don't know, between the other witches, in particularly Lambert, actually, and Ciri. So, going back to Ciri's power, because I think that might also be quite a big thing in this season, I think we're going to get a part of Geralt, oh my god, what is wrong with me? Geralt realising just how strong Ciri's magic is. Because in the trailer we get the line, maybe your princess is more than you bargained for, Witcher. Or something along those lines anyway. And I think that it might be at the point in which Ciri like lets this huge outburst of magic like pour out of her, and suddenly people realise, oh my god, she is really powerful. Because, I mean, she is really powerful. Like, Yennefer's accidental magic, like, discovery of her being magical was a teleportation. Which is, like, quite powerful, you know, and Yennefer, is a hugely powerful sorceress. And then Ciri's accidental magic is, like, wiping out 15 people in one blast. And it's like, oh my god, Ciri is really powerful. Like, oh my god. So, yeah, I think we'll get Geralt starting to see that Ciri is maybe more than he bargained for, you know. Maybe she is so powerful, like he has no idea how to train her. But we may also get, on the other side of that, is it might be to do with the number of people coming after Ciri, because we know that Nilfgaard and Fringilla and the Dark Prince in particular attacked Cintra because it's kind of the doorway to the north, but also for some secret reason that we're not entirely sure, because of Ciri. And if, you know, you have a whole army attacking another whole, like, country to get at one person, there's going to be a lot of people looking for that girl, and I feel like they are going to run into a lot of trouble on the way to Camoran, and maybe Geralt starts to realise, oh my god, what have I got myself into? You know, she is really powerful, and also everybody wants to kill her. How am I even going to begin to try and protect this girl from everyone? So, yeah, I think that could also be something that happens in Season 2, which would be quite interesting to see how Ciri and Geralt's relationship changes after that, and how Ciri and Geralt react to that, because Ciri might be like, I'm so sorry, like, why are you looking after me, you know, I'm causing you so much trouble, that sort of thing. So now I'm going to start looking a little bit more at Yennefer. So I think Geralt might go and look for Yennefer, because Geralt has this line about outside the walls of Camoran there is power and purpose, and then it literally cuts to a shot of, I can't remember her name, but the sort of teacher sorceress screaming, Yennefer! Which is, it's slightly humorous how they've done that, but like it's really powerful and dramatic, and like, but now I'm talking about it, it's like, okay, that's slightly obvious and humorous. So yeah, I think Geralt, maybe, well, we see that Yennefer wakes up and she's been captured by the Nilfgaard army, and in particular Fringilla, which is gonna lead to some awesome scenes between those two. I cannot wait to see the scenes, because Yennefer took Fringilla's post. She literally took it. So there's already some hostility there and some dramatic irony there anyway. But seeing these two react together in a scene together is going to be so hilarious to watch, and also just really entertaining seeing these two spar verbally, probably. It's going to be really, really good fun. I'm looking forward to that. But also, what might happen is Geralt hears that Yennefer's been captured and goes to try and save her. Now, I don't think Yennefer really particularly needs saving. I think that if Geralt shows up, Yennefer is going to be annoyed more than anything else. But in this trailer, there are quite a few hints to Geralt still being kind of, not obsessed, but like interested in Yennefer, and, you know, thinking about her outside these walls, there's our power and purpose. Yennefer! So, you know, I think there is definitely a lot still going on for him between them. And I think if Geralt heard that Yennefer had been captured, he'd be like, straight on his horse, right, I'm going right now, let's go. And I think that might also explain why there are so few scenes of Geralt and Ciri training in the trailer, because there are many, many, many more scenes of them fighting and running away from monsters in the trailer outside the walls of Cameron than there are of them actually training. And I think if the whole season was about them training in Cameron, there would be far fewer scenes of them outside the walls of Cameron. However, as with the Loki trailer, they've probably included a lot of scenes from the first episode in the trailer, so that you can have the rest of the season relatively spoiler-free. So that might also be why, because I'm assuming the first episode will be them getting to Cameron, if not the first and second episodes of them meeting up, travelling and arriving, and first meeting like the other witches in Cameron will, I think, probably be the first 2 episodes maybe. So I think that could also be the case, but it would be quite cool if we see Geralt go outside the walls of Cameron as well to try and find Yennefer, because otherwise I don't know how Yennefer and Geralt are really going to interact. Maybe they don't. Maybe Yennefer and Geralt don't interact in this series. I'm not sure. That's interesting. Because I think from the WitcherCons well, Ciri and Yennefer haven't actually acted in a scene together. So that might imply that they don't actually meet each other in season 2. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Geralt does just stay in Cameron. However, that's just some ideas there. The video is coming to an end. So, I would like to thank you all for your time, and I will see you guys in the next video, where I'm going to be talking about the WitcherCon and also like summing up the main things about the WitcherCon. So I shall see you guys next time.